You're listening to Almost Famous with Jim Francis Meza, only on LA Talk Radio.
I am beyond excited tonight, guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another wonderful pod hour with Mr. Jim Francis Meza. If I may say so myself, right? We have another great show with the great candidate for this particular show, since it's Latino History Heritage Month, rather. We're going to talk a little bit about and enlighten you about what it is to be Chicano.
Yep.
We're also going to talk about music and the fabric of America now that's changing as a result of a lot of musicians that are breaking barriers in every respect of the word. That said, let me just go ahead and introduce my next guest, who I've been itching to talk to for a while.
Thank you.
His name is El Santo del Valle. Please.
What's up, guys? My name's El Santo del Valle. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. I made myself at home, as you can see. So I'm here just vibing.
I love your, I really do dig your vibe and it's super, we gelled right away. As soon as we started talking, we chopped it up. And then, yeah, man, I really, there's a lot to be said about what it is to be Chicano and a Chicano singer. In your case, do you consider yourself like a hip hop artist?
Just an artist, because I got a lot of ideas that breaks through genres, Because if I consider myself a rap, I guess you could say, if there was a way to label me, a rapper, because I really can't sing, Like, I tried to sing, but I can't sing.
Can't hold a note real well, or what? But that's for us to, sort of, it's realistically the listener, the viewership in this case. There's millions of people watching at home or in their cars these days, right? Because we have these portable instruments. It's for us to be the judges of that. You cannot possibly think that you don't know how to sing.
I'm just a perfectionist, man.
I noticed that. I noticed that from the moment we began. We hit it off pretty well, but I noticed you are a perfectionist.
It's if it's not right for me, then I gotta fix it. And that's why I always have a bunch of, if you ever listen to my music, I have a bunch of like other singers to fill in the void for that part. Like, I wrote the lyrics and everything, and I just need their voices. And one thing that I always do in my music is that I always get Latino people to sing it, because I need their voices to be on my song.
Love it,
Like, what better way than just connecting to Latinos?
So let's back up. This guy right here is very instrumental in bringing the Mexican flag with him everywhere he goes, and raising awareness to our Latino people. So they say you wear certain things like a badge of honor. You literally wear the flag around you in some of your videos. Was that something?
And live performances too.
And your live performances, because you perform in a lot of places. You perform in Mexico,
bars, Mexico, like actual like showrooms everywhere.
That's cool, man. And like, where do you draw your inspiration? Like, early on, like, did your dad have music around the house 24/7, or your mom, or?
I would say Mexican parties. Yeah, growing up, a bunch of cumbias, rhythm. That's one thing I always picked up since I was a kid. Just that rhythm, like, we have that rhythm. And then listening to other music through the radio, you kind of don't hear that. You hear just like something else, like kicks and snare, like boom, tap, and all that. But we have that rhythm, and we dance to that rhythm, and going with norteños too, it's the same rhythm too as well. The boom tap, boom tap, boom tap, boom tap.
Do you know where that comes from, right? It's a polka. Yeah. So the Polish people brought about that. Yeah, to Mexico. Isn't that amazing? And then people started like, then you listen to the music, and a lot of it sounds like polkas, and then that's where you get that. So it's amazing, bro. Like all that, and so you have a sensitive ear, you know, to a touch. Like you could listen to someone go, "Oh my God!"
I hear similarities of like how it's sound, like the polka song that you just said.
Yeah,
that's Mexican regional music. You know, we call that regional music. So it's funny you say that because it's like we took, you know, a part of something that was something else and we made it our own. And
totally. Like the mariachi, like if you have the mariachi ensemble, like the clothing, it's Spanish, bro. Like a lot of that comes from Spain and,
from the
and German.
What is it called? The bullfighting. You know how they dress like that?
Yeah,
that
for sure.
That really looks like a mariachi dude. Now I'm thinking about it. I am. I'm like, whoa.
You're gonna have now. See,
it's
I'm getting your mind like just like going. So you're gonna start like probably, you know, brewing the music in your head. Like, oh, dude, I can come up with like Matador, Matador. You can do like a version of that.
No. Now you're saying something. I might sample that. Hey, if you ever hear that song, this man's responsible for it.
I coined the whole thing, Matador, Matador, and then you're gonna add like all the, you know. Probably make it your own, of course.
Yeah.
We also have to, for sure. We want to.
We got to keep evolving the music. Man.
Yeah, it always keeps moving forward.
Yeah.
And that's it. So let's back up because we'll get into, obviously, we want to talk about your music per se, but I love that, you know, like would you just opened up like a whole world of questions for me, you know, a barrage of
ask
questions.
Away, man. I'm an open book.
That come at you. You know, like, do you like the current, you know, direction of music here in the States? Because it's very heavily Mexican influenced. You notice?
Yeah.
You know, you got Peso Pluma who came on the scene strong with the one song collaboration that wasn't even his song, but it's to be fair, it was another band's original song, and so he sung in it. He was like had a bit part, and then. The rest, as they say, is history. I hate to sound cliche, but it's the truth. And then, you know, then he evolved into his style, which is like a lot of rap influence also, huh?
Yeah.
And then they created this new genre of music, sort of.
He did. No, I get you. It's honestly, I love it because he's opening doors for people like me, you know? Because people are going to hear that specific sound and then they're going to want more. Like, what else are you know, these Mexican foods are going to be able to bring, you know, what else do these Mexican people got that I haven't heard? And then when they start digging through the crates, like a record, you know, like you digging through, oh, what's this? Oh, it's Santo del Valle. Let me listen to this guy.
So who is Santo del Valle?
El Santo del Valle is someone that's hip hop influenced, like hip hop drums, like, you know how it is, like the groove and all that, the funk, but it's that sound, like I said, that's the rhythm, the main rhythm of it, on top of hip hop drums, with samples of like norteño music, of those like 70s romanticas music, like Los Terrícolas, Las Muecas, all those people from back then. That's what my dad listens to. Right. You know, the electric piano.
Sure.
You know,
the synthesizer like, and all this stuff like
everything. 80s. Like
so would you say it's a lot like Chicano Batman? They have their heavily influenced.
Yeah, it's like that, but modernized. I don't know how to explain it, but it's at the end of the day. Oh, with some guitar of like Santana.
Yeah.
You know, up on that. So it's a bunch of like, let me take a little bit of this, let me take a little bit of that, let me take a little bit of this. It's essentially like I'm building my own house, but I'm gathering materials from different places.
I love that.
And that's
later going to talk about construction, right?
Yep.
Okay, because I love it. All the roads leads back to construction. Like it's great because.
But like the poetic way. My bad for cutting you off, but it's the poetic way of rap. I don't just rap about like money and fame and cars. Like I talk about the just life, like how it is for someone like me, and I got that main influence from Tupac. You know, when you listen to his thing, is deep.
It really is.
And that's just. That's my main influence there. I don't know, man.
Well, where is your name derived from? Where is the birth from?
Like, Santo del Valle?
Yeah.
Well, my real name is, in case I have a warrant. I'm just kidding. I'm good. I got a clean record.
Is that the reason why you're hiding behind this moniker?
I don't know what you're saying, man. Nah. No. My full name is Sergio Angel Godinez Hernandez, but we're just going to focus on Sergio Angel Godinez. Sergio, in Roman times, when you know how culture is super religious, super religious. You go to Mexico, what you see? pictures, you see crosses, you see the Virgin Mary, you see everything in every pueblo, every house, everything. So Sergio in Roman times, when obviously when they killed Jesus and all that time, Sergio means warrior.
Oh wow.
Soldier, to be exact.
Sorry, yeah.
Angel, we ain't gotta say much about that.
Right.
Godine, God. So it's like angel soldier of God. And I was born in the San Fernando Valley in the Los Angeles County, but the original name for Los Angeles was Nuestra Señora Reina de Los Angeles. So it's just a perfect place.
Queen of Angels.
It's a perfect place. If you bring all that together, with my culture, religious, super, super religious.
You even have like at some point I noticed you had beads and stuff, right? Like rosary beads around your hand in one of your videos.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. So would you say you're pretty Catholic? Like you go to church regularly?
I am actually. I don't go to church regularly, but I got this Jesus tattoo on me.
Love it. Yeah.
And I got more other type of catlets and tattoos around my body, but I am at the end of the day because, like I said, that's just who we are. That's how we were raised, and
amen.
I believe in saints. I believe in the Virgin Mary. I believe in dare I say La Santa Muerte. I believe in all that because each of them, just have their own specific things, and that's one thing that we have that's we're really strong with is beliefs and faith.
Yeah. Did you ever believe, like, speaking of believing, you when you're growing up, like, did you believe in like La Llorona and the lady that drowned her children and stuff?
Yep.
All those they're mythical tales, the urban legends, and
things of that
nature,
ghosts, paranormal activities, everything. Yeah, I actually did.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Do you think that was passed on, like folklore, like that was passed on from your grandparents?
Yep, my dad was telling me that.
Telling you stories?
Yep, and there used to be a TV show back then in 2000s growing up called Paranormal Extra, something like that.
Yeah, sure.
I used to watch the heck out of it. Extra Normal, I don't know. It was something in Spanish. Like it was Channel 62. Estrella TV. You remember that? Yeah, I used to watch it.
You watched the show and what you believed in everything?
Well, some of it was like, whoa.
It wasn't real though.
I know, but you were a kid. I was a kid, so I wasn't like.
But it wasn't real, right? Now you do.
No, I still believe it though. I still believe it because we all have our own.
You're like, don't spoil Santa Claus for me, dude.
Yes, let me believe in that for me, please.
Santa Claus. Good, man. Do you find our world? Obviously, you and I have parallels because we're both Chicanos, but you and I grew up in a different time period than you did. I'm basically a child of the 80s. Yeah. And, life was slightly different back then for us, but there's also parallels. There's things that are a lot alike. I mean, commonalities of, in that we love to eat the same types of meals, right? You like tacos when you go out there and you eat specific tacos. Yeah. You like sopes, right?
Yeah, sopes, man.
Okay. Sopes. And here in the Valley, there's plenty of eateries. What would you recommend to someone that's watching? Like, where can you get authentic Mexican cuisine, per se?
Well, there's a lot of places in the Valley. You could be in West Hills, you can be in Van Nuys, you can be in Pacoima, you can be in San Fernando. The only advice I could give you is look for something that has like a painting, like a mural. I have finesse. Yeah, I have trouble with the art. It's all good. But if you see like a painting of that, and it looks like it's been stuck in the 90s, with the decorations, that's a place, because that's how they don't care about the licks, because the food just talks for them.
All right. So you're saying like
hole in the wall spots.
Hole in the wall, yeah. So you like, if it's not a place where it's too fancy,
it's modernized, it's all that. It's
not too gentrified.
Yeah, it's not that, because
you go in there and the food is more authentic, right?
Exactly.
So like, not to bag on some of the places, but like El Coyote has like watered down rice, and some of their food is no good.
I don't know. Cholo, I haven't gone there, man.
Or places out here in the Valley that claim to be like the best, Mexican, rated as the best Mexican plate dish.
I heard this one like joke that says if you see a menu in a chalkboard, like
that's where you want to go.
No, that's where you don't want to go. You want to go to those menus that have like those old school like vinyl sliders to tell you the prices. Like in the white wall, like movie theater type stuff. Yeah.
But where I grew up, like that's how it's become because it's very the gentrification is a real thing in Lincoln Heights, Highland Park, more so. Eagle Rock area, all the places that I frequented as a kid, they're no longer what they used to be before. The food has changed definitely, and it caters more to a vegetarian, a vegan kind of a community, if you will.
Well, it's because you got a lot of people coming out from different areas to LA,
right?
And that area is unfortunately, but it's true, low income neighborhoods, and so it's easier for them to rent. That is true.
Like getting moved out. Like a lot of the people are getting pushed out to
because rent's getting too high for them.
High desert in places in the outskirts of California.
Everyone's going out there to like Palmdale, Victorville, like way up there.
And you grew up. So growing up, what was it like? Like did you eat? What were your humble beginnings? You guys, your mom cooked at home mostly, right?
Yeah, she did, but also ate out because. Construction and all that stuff.
So who started? Is it a construction company that your dad owns, or how did you get your start? Because you work constructions occasionally, right? You still work with your pops?
I still work with them. Okay. I worked with them yesterday and the day before. Today's my day off. So
are you building some cool buildings out here? Or
what? We're pouring concrete. You know how we do.
Yeah. So tell me, how did your dad get started in this?
So my grandpa came to the United States, and my dad was studying in college over there in Mexico.
Okay.
But my grandpa told him, yo, you want to come to the US? I'm going to go again. It's easy to cross over. And some of that took that opportunity. He came, he got his residency and his resident card in general.
Yeah.
And he started working with my grandpa. He told me that back then they used to rent a garage in, what is that place called?
Compton?
No, it's Pasadena.
Okay.
Pasadena. They rented a garage there. My grandpa, my dad, and like two other paisas. Like I forgot. I don't know who they were, but
tell
they were just
people what does paisa mean?
Paisas? Oh man,
that's something that's been coming up in a lot of a lot lately in different pods that I've noticed, different podcasts.
Paisas essentially just mean like for me, because I don't have a definition for it, because I'm just so used to being one. It's essentially calling someone a homie, but like someone that's a real Mexican, like that's my paisa right there.
Comes from paisano, from like, hey, dude, you're like my neighbor, like homeboy.
Paisano, yeah.
So that's where it started. And then over the years, in the prison cells, the prison system, people get divided based on if you're like, if you're a black person, you hang out with the blacks and the whites. And the Asians. And then the Mexicans, you want to be like the Mexican Americans, the English speakers hang out with either Chicanos or you hang out with the paisas. And I think that's kind of where that kind of became a thing. It was going back then.
I didn't know that. I just have it in my mind.
Yeah, because everybody used to say in the old days, hey, paisa, can you help me with this? Hey, paisa, can you help me with that?
Yeah.
And over time, it became a thing where, dude.
Yeah, that's just
those are the paisas.
That's like our version of saying bro, like, hey bro, how's it going, bro?
But it's good for the viewership and listenership to understand what that means.
And there's nothing negative against it, obviously. If you see a homie,
you're gonna get lynched next time they see you.
no, they're gonna call me paisa, like, yo, what up, paisa? And I'm gonna be like, yo,
So it's not a derogatory term in any way, shape,
it's not.
It's usually to address a person that speaks only Spanish and that has they're like they just they'll say like you just got off the boat, so to speak.
Got off for us we just crossed the border.
Cross the border, right?
And that's
all good. It's all good. It's not derogatory.
Nope.
But okay, so you're talking about you grow up in what part of San Fernando? San Fernando is so big. You talk about San Fernando, the city of San Fernando?
No,
specific. Where?
I grew up in the mid valley of the
like Van Nuys area.
Van Nuys, yep, Van Nuys.
Okay.
I grew up
did you go to? High school.
John F. Kennedy High School.
Shout out to John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy. I'm sorry, but I dropped out. I dropped out of. Speaking of John F. Kennedy, that's the first like school where I really realized how divided and diverse everything was in the Valley, because I used to go to a middle school in like Panorama City, and it was a bunch of just Latino kids just like me. But then I got transferred to go to Porter Middle School in Granada Hills, and then just stayed going to Kennedy, which is in Granada Hills. And that's where I realized, like, there's so much diversity, but that's when my insecurities started kicking in about just the way I look and the way I sounded. Because I not gonna lie, as like absurd as it sounds, like, yeah, I'm an artist, I'm using my voice as a platform. I was made fun of my voice.
Really?
Yeah, people were making fun of my voice because of the way I talk and everything. And like, it really brought insecurities to me. Also, the way I looked, the way everything I was. And nowadays, there's the one stuck. They don't know what they want to do with their life because they follow me on Instagram. And not trying to be petty, but I kind of check to see how they're doing. And they're not, they're stuck. They haven't grown since the last time I saw them.
One of the greatest things I noticed about you is your ability to evolve. Like you just finished saying that. Evolve. You're only like 25 years of age, and it's insane how you're thinking. You have your thinking caps at all times, and you're just ever like moving forward. And you have such an energy to you.
Thank you, man.
And a synergy that when you like start rapping, you're doing your thing. That's how it comes from passion.
Comes from my heart.
It comes from the heart, as you would say.
I feel it every time.
Yeah. Isn't that something you could see it? It bleeds through in the camera, the picture, the video.
It's something that you feel. It's an aura, as people are talking about it right now. Oh, that guy has aura, and that's true.
You do, man. And it's and so how do you okay? Because let's talk about the how do the songs come about? How do your songs? Yeah, how do those things come together in your head? Like, do you oftentimes, because I ask this question to musicians, I've had plenty here, but every person has a different methodical way, or it's like just things just come to you and you like write them down at night. Do you have like a booklet and you're on your nightstand ready with the pencil, or what? Do you freestyle every time? You're just that quick.
We're in 2024. We don't have pen notes written.
You're the only one, Jim.
We got iPhones, man. So we just go on notes. But
you write down some of your stuff. Like when it comes to you, does it come to you?
It's sometimes it does. Like it comes to me at work, like a hook per se. But the best way it comes to me is if I because I have a group of homies that make beats for me, and by homies I mean like people I pay to make beats for me. But this one in New York, this one in Venezuela, this one in this, they're not Mexican, but they're Latinos and understand the sound I'm craving for. Right. And so they send me a beat, and I can't just do any beat. It has to do something that just automatically clicks to me. Okay. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I feel the emotion. I know what I'm supposed to do with it. And the first thing I do is I just start writing like, okay, I like this beat. Every day it's a struggle for a young Chicano man like me. How can I survive? And all these people, I just write stuff like that. And then the hook, it just comes naturally if I find the right beat for me, and it's easy.
It comes naturally. Huh?
It comes naturally if I find the right beat. It's like it's like picking up a car at a dealership. Sure, you can drive any car, but you have to be the one that that's the one right there I see myself in. That's how I am with the beats. Because at the end of the day, that song is going to represent you. Do you want to be on a song that isn't a good beat, that doesn't really suit you well? Do you just hop on it because there was nothing else? Or do you want to really like create it? Because let me dig a little deeper. Let's say a homie sends me a beat. It's a drum loop and it has a sample behind it. And that's it. I dig it. I do my raps and everything. But then I hit up my other homie, yo, can you do some guitars here? And that's hit up my other homie, yo, can you play some trumpets doing this part and this part and this part? And, I start constructing my mindset to like really make like a stock car and send it to like one of my homies to do like, add some fenders up on there, some this, off on that. And then I make something that's custom. It's a one-on-one because it was my brain, my idea. There are people that are like-minded like me, but there's no one that's going to be exactly like you. There's no one's going to be exactly like me. And so unique, I'm utilizing everything growing up. Like I said, like cumbia sound, ta, 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 ta. And I just build it. Construction.
You're resourceful, dude. You like find things and just You bring it together, and your thought process is pretty cool.
The funny thing is, I don't look for it. It comes to me, and it feels like an out of body experience. Not gonna lie,
right.
Like it's yeah. Have you seen the movie Doctor Strange?
Sure.
Like, yeah, you know how like he's meditating, like you see the body and you see like the spirit on top. That's exactly how it feels like. Like
so it's an outer body experience that helps you.
Yeah.
Bring these words together and stitch them up.
Whatever energy is coming to me, I bring it out.
Yeah.
And that's why you feel the passion behind it because.
Yeah. Are you sure you're not on some like crazy drugs right now?
No. The only thing I do is just I smoke, which is legal in California, by the way. You know, so FBI watching. I don't even drink alcohol. I don't drink caffeine, like coffee. I don't do none of that.
I do maybe just 4 or 5 cups of coffee.
That's too much.
No,
man.
It's not even enough.
I would I can't.
Bite your tongue. I wish I had 7 a day. It'd be great.
I can't, dude. I can't do coffee. I can't do that because I'm already a hyper dude.
Yeah.
So I tried coffee once and it kept me like really hyper, and I didn't like the feeling. Yeah. It was too like cracked out, you know. For me. No, not gonna lie, but like mindset wise,
sure.
I'm already hyper as it is, so weed tames it down, but it's still it helps me also like open the mind.
Yeah.
But now, right now I'm not on it.
So when you're on, like when you smoke weed, it calms you down, and then it helps your creative juices come out and like flow, and then maybe something gives birth to a song or a thought that then leads to the next thought, and then so on and so forth.
It's both of them. It's I could write a song sober, or I could write a song on weed, and it just depends on the mood. Honestly, if I feel like I'm stuck, if I'm having a writer's block, and I have an idea, but I just can't get it out, and it's right there at the tip of my tongue, I'm like, oh, what is it? I take a hit. I smoke pens, and I don't smoke actual weed because I respect. Let me see. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's because I respect my household. Sure. I don't want to be gold smelling like that and all that. So I respect it. Same with my tattoos. I always wear long sleeves because I don't want to disrespect my household or disrespect, the culture or like the way that we are. Because I don't want to put a bad reputation. I don't want people to be looking and be like immediately stereotyping me.
Yeah.
And I know I look like this, but I just have that like gentleman like thing to me, like I gotta respect, so I'm always wearing long sleeve. Because if I'd be without my jacket, you'd be able to see my tattoos here, I got leg tattoos and all that, but
you got tattoos all over.
Well, not my chest.
You're like, my spare time. I'll just go get tatted up today.
I've been wanting more. I got 13 so far, but I want more. But like I said, I'm respectful, and I don't.
Sure. No, you respect your household
for the culture as well.
Yeah.
Like I want to be clean cutted. You feel me? Like even though that's me, that's the culture. That's a Chicano culture, tattoos and all that stuff. That's a Chicano culture, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's like everywhere though, because you go to Mexico and people have tattoos over there as well.
They do.
A lot of people are tatted up.
But if you go to Mexico and you see someone tattoos, like someone traditional will kind of say something like, oh, they're this, they're that, but like I said, I don't want to be put in one position because I could be a lot of people at once. I could be I'm not married, but I could be a husband, I could be a father, I could be an uncle, which I am an uncle. I'm a padrino now,
Godfather.
I'm a son. Bro. I am a godfather. We out here representing. No, but cool. I'm my mom and dad's son. I'm my grandparents' grandson. I'm a cousin. And I just want to stay. I just want to stay me, which is cool.
True to yourself, bro.
Exactly. I can be more truer, but like I said, I just got too much respect for the culture. That I
love that, dude. Honest to God, it's just great. In the year 2024, this guy emerges as like an awesome. You've been doing it, it's fair to note, for 8 years.
Since I was 17, since I dropped out of high school.
Yeah, so that was like, you already had your work cut out. That's what I'm doing. How about everybody else? And then you've been doing and hustling ever since.
Yep.
Oh man, that's great. Did you get your diploma or not? You didn't get your GED?
I'm one credit away to getting my diploma, but
I'll give you the credit. I'm a teacher. I'll give you the credit.
It's English AB for 10 AB. 10 B. I don't know. Okay. English 10.
Is that a ticket number?
It could be the DMV, like English 10B. You're like, oh, I got it. Finally, been waiting for 8 years for this.
Hey, dude, what do you think about this whole bombshell with? I mean, let's face it. Address the elephant in the room of Puff Daddy, P Diddy. This cat is all over the news, man. The indictment came out, and there's a lot of shit, a lot of stuff that it's going to be unearthed pretty soon. There's probably a lot of people shaking in their boots.
Well, the industry is a shady place. That's the only thing I can say.
It's hard to crack into, isn't it? But
I don't want to ruin any chances,
No. But I also think Easy does it. Like I believe there's more than one way to skin a cat, as I used to say growing up. And there's a lot of ways of you get seen now with the age of internet and the age of like technology as we know it.
Yeah.
There's so many places you can get seen at. Like right now we're being seen. 100,000 people are watching us, bro.
Right there. That's true.
Okay.
That's
there's people in Alaska that are shivering. That are listening to us. They're saying, fuck, there's this cat out in LA that's making waves and making noise,
Thank you, man.
And this is the Santo del Valle.
El Santo del Valle. Exactly how it said. El
Santo
del Valle.
The Valley Saint. The saint of the Valley.
The Saint of the Valley.
That's pretty cool, bro.
The reason,
okay, go ahead.
The reason why I call myself that, I already told you, I already explained to people, the viewers, but.
Do it again. There was some conviction, damn it.
The reason why I kind of gave myself that is because there's not a lot of people that are willing to speak out. If you see these young Chicano people out there, and what they want to do, they don't want to represent Raza. They want to represent Nike brands. They want to wear Jordans. They want to wear this. They want to wear that. They want to wear like
whatever's been dictated for them to wear.
Exactly. Exactly.
Guy, oh my God, he's wearing this.
You need the new iPhone. You need the new this. You gotta follow materialistic stuff. Ignore your heritage. Ignore everything. Ignore the culture. You gotta buy and buy and buy. I'm not that person, man. It's I'm still on an iPhone 12.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. Works fine. Right.
Well, that's what I was gonna tell you, bro. Because like the idea for you being here. This is because you're like not only the first Chicano that I have as a guest, but this is like Latino History Heritage Month, where a lot of people don't, nobody really accentuates or talks a lot about our culture other than the same old, which is fantastic. I give it to everybody, but I hadn't had somebody as prideful as yourself. So when you commented, just dude, this guy is great, and it's funny because we know a few musicians that, from the high desert, so that's pretty cool. Like from the olden, I haven't seen these cats in 7 years, dude. So
can I shout out someone from the high desert? I want to shout out Obelisk, Jason Voorhees. I want to shout out Moibre Disciples, Moibre Media. They the homies.
There you go. How about them apples?
Yep.
So what's next? I mean, I know you have a song that you say you were gonna sample, or like give us a little taste of El Santo del Valle. What's this new song you got cooking for us?
Well, I just released a song this Monday called Que Vas a Hacer, featuring my dad.
Yeah, that's right. Your dad's in this. And did you pay him or?
I got him a case of beer, so he's fine.
He's more than paid. So you're gonna like spit out some bars here for us tonight, or what?
I got a new song. Actually, I got a new album I'm working on. Ignore the song. I got a new album I'm working on. Yeah. It's called Cultura, and I already have the date set. Right now, I'm just working on merch. I'm working on visualizers and all that, so that's gonna take time. But it's gonna come out next year, March 27th. So I know it's a while.
Mark your calendars.
March 27th.
But you're gonna, and the greatest thing of it all nowadays is that all you do is 1 or 2 clicks, and then the song travels to like 4 different platforms. Are you like a SoundCloud, and then there's newer ones, right?
This is a thing called DistroKid, where you could upload your song there, and it uploads it to your Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer. It connects it to your Instagram. It connects it to YouTube. but you gotta pay, annually to be using it. It's a subscription based thing, not a sponsor, but could be. I'm helping you out, man.
I know. We need sponsors, guys, for sure.
This is a perfect example of Raza helping Raza. Sponsorship, DistroKid. I'm telling you.
Networking, we gotta network one another.
Yeah, it's literally that easy. It's that easy to help another fellow paisano out, man.
I love it, bro.
It's
you got great energy, bro, and you're talented. You're hugely talented, and you're always welcome here if you ever want to come back.
Thank you.
You know,
I'm gonna be here every time now. You can see me in the back over there, just chilling, eating chips.
We could definitely arrange if you bring more, bring some alcohol.
Nah, I don't drink. Like I said, man.
You drink water.
Shout out water, man. I have the label flip upside down because I'm sponsoring this.
Yeah, exactly. You know the drill. You've been to a few of these before. So you're gonna rap for us?
Let me do a quick verse if you don't mind. It's this song called Noche de Estrella. It's a cumbia sample song that I added some hip hop on it. Shout out to my homegirl Kimsey. She sang her song. Kimsey, this one's for you. I'm gonna rap my verse. It says, Noches, yo no sé qué voy a hacer. Am I destined for this or am I trapped in my head? But I speak from the heart. I will never let this fall. Las estrellas de la noche are guiding me. I am destined for this. I am made for this. Pray to the Holy Spirit. No, my soul will be well. Demon hunting everywhere, but I will never go to hell. Madre mía, dame tu energía. Ocupa tu amor para estar mejor. I just need to stop sinning and I gotta start praying. That's just a quick taste.
Wow, dude,
it's just thank you.
That's fire, dude. Like you're just spitting out lyrics. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
it comes from the heart.
No, definitely. It's because we got struggles, man.
Yeah, sure.
We got struggles. We got unspoken struggles. We're the backbone of America's society.
For sure.
You're walking by and you see a tall building being built. Who do you see working?
You and your dad.
Shout out me and my dad. We out here building those big ass towers. No, but that ass though. It's like,
have you run into anybody like when you're working, as they would say, hey dude, you should come rap for me or something?
I haven't come across an artist, but I came across a guy that produced a song for Selena. Dreaming of You.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah, his name is Guy Roach. Guy, like Spanish, like sexually has to say Guy, Roche. And he's made songs for Cher, Enrique Iglesias, Christina Aguilera, Aaliyah, 90s Aaliyah. And Selena, Dreaming of You, that went platinum. I saw his platinum stuff there. He has a home studio.
A home studio?
Yeah, we were doing concrete, pouring a new driveway and all that stuff. And my dad was like, hey, I was looking through his pack house. Cause you know how garages now like converts into like any house.
Let me ask you something.
What's that?
Was he there or he wasn't there?
He was there.
They say, hey, I'll be right back, guys. And he went into this. This dude, look, I want to drop.
Nah, yeah, let me break in real quick and check it out. Nah. In all fairness, though, he was there. He was there.
He showed you around basically. And said, hey,
no,
let's collaborate.
He told me, he was like, your dad told me that you make music, and I'm like, I do. He's like, in 15 minutes, let me show you around. Nice, and dude. So he invited me in his studio, and it was a nice studio. I really enjoyed it. And he told me,
out, bro? Did you talk him out or not?
Nah, he don't smoke, man. He's a genius. He's a genius. I learned so much from those.
Really?
Dude, he gave me 3 2-hour studio sessions for free. Didn't charge me, and he charges industry level prices.
Pretty penny, bro. Yeah.
So like I'm just so lucky and blessed to have that opportunity, because who would expect a guy that with that level will let a Chicano construction guy, a Mexican construction guy,
that makes for a good movie, bro. Like that cinematic shit. It's quality right there.
It really is.
We could just make a movie right now, bro. Like with your dad and you.
Well, let me die first, and I'm just kidding. Knock on wood, bro. No, but it could be.
Wood. You're in trouble.
No. I'm not speaking that to Universe. That's a joke. It's called Universe. This is called sarcasm, please. But no, he really let me in, and
he showed you the way, showed you around the house and stuff.
His studio, yeah.
His place pretty big.
And it's like a those guest houses that are in the back of the house, the garage conversion set. Yeah. It was that. It was like a room that was a studio, and it was like a bathroom. It was a recording booth, and it was like a little like kitchen. Yeah. and that was pretty much it. But
you know what happened, bro? That was meant to be, dude.
It was honestly, it was.
You put it out there, and God made it happen, dude, for you.
But that's exactly what's fun. It's because you don't. I'm not out there struggling like, oh, give me that attention. Now I want it. It's just right
it
time.
Happens to you, bro. I've known a lot of people that they call it at the right time, at the right place. It's God's timing, not a second later, not a second sooner. Like it happens when it's going to happen when you keep chipping at it because you feel what's right.
Exactly.
You feel like this is my pathway. This is the way I'm supposed to go. And then everything, all the stars line up for you. And before you know it, you're doing great things, man.
Exactly.
Things will happen to you within, like, all it takes is one good handshake with someone, like you meet, and then your life changes.
Honestly, and that's like you said, speaking of the age of the internet, anyone can see you. For all we know, when one person can just go on YouTube, just click on something, I'll pop up, and that's it. That's my gateway. It's so easy, but it's so difficult because there's a lot of people are doing what I'm doing. I mean,
there's enough space at the top, bro, for everybody.
There is, but they're greedy as well. But think about it. There's a lot of struggling artists in Los Angeles. They could not be as great, but there are some that are greater than me. But we are all in one ocean, and we're full. Like, how can you stand out in a sea full of people?
Look at you, bro. You stand out.
That's what I'm doing. It's called branding. And how can I brand myself better than my own flag?
You know what you got to do? You got to do like town hall meetings. You should go to town hall meetings in San Fernando and different places. And then you'd be right there with the politicians. Then and then say, you know what? You just kind of do your thing, bro. Like,
just wear the jacket. I'll be like, whatever.
Right.
I'm Santo del Valle.
I've seen cats for I'm a limo driver, right? Or I've driven for many years. And when we drive, I've seen cats in the jackets, like with their artist picture in the back, walking, like just giving people flyers and saying, yo, what's up? Hey, man, I'm so-and-so. And you got to kind of like fake it till you make it too, right? What do you think?
No.
You don't feel that way?
Well, it depends on what you mean by fake it, but you make it like I could fake
it. You have the, okay, let me demystify and make it easier and not so much for you, but for people that are watching. Okay. So one thing is, let me chop it. Let me chop it down to the lower block. I meant in the sense. Let me contextualize it. Is the right way to say it. I'm as deep as you are, by the way. I'm very profound. You don't even know, and we don't have enough time to talk. I go on for hours. So here's the deal. In a nutshell, what I mean is, you sort of act like you have the talent because you got to be able to back it up.
Yeah,
which you already have. But to some degree, you got to get in there.
Yeah.
You have to face your fear. You got to go to these industry parties, wherever there's a party. It doesn't matter what. When I say industry, I'm not talking about the top echelons. You start at the bottom parties. And then you go to these parties and you meet people. And then all it takes is one good opportunity, one good handshake, or an, oops, excuse me, ma'am, I dropped my alcohol all over you. That person might say, hey, you know what? Oh my God, I like your jacket. I like your swag, your drip, or however you guys say it nowadays. I'm old, bro. So it's like, say swag, like, your threads, right?
No,
so
yeah.
I like your style. Hey, man, and you break, you start talking. Well, as a matter of fact, you just drop something. And there's something they like. Hey, would you mind we sample this? Because I represent so-and-so. But the idea that you come in there, like you're representing yourself. So you go in there with all the attitude you got to have. And you got to believe in yourself. When you go into I come in here, and this is for me. I've been doing it for a while, but yeah, I'm an actor, so I come in here and I just put on the hat.
This is your role.
This is my deal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I get what you mean. Like you're essentially acting, but without you realizing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because you know what I'm saying, and that's what you do as a musician, as an actor, I've gone to so many industry parties growing up. You don't even know. But guess what? It's about having what it takes. It's about having the right verbiage, the right communication skills. How are you going to talk to these people? What are you going to say? And then just going with the flow. Dude, you're at a party. What do people do? Relax. Let your hair down, so to speak. I don't have long hair anymore. But, you go in there, talk to people. make those associations. Everything is networking, and you know that.
It is.
You go to one place, hey, bro, you know, I like your style. You want to come to my... I said, that's so-and-so. Oh, shit. You're like, holy shit, that's so-and-so in the party. You don't make it obvious, but under your breath, you're like, that's pretty cool, bro. Right?
I mean, I like exactly what you said, but the thing is, I'm not faking it. Like you said, like confident with all that. Yeah. That's just me, and that's what makes me really genuine when people and meeting up. Because every time I go perform, and then I talk with people, they'll be like, "Oh, you're gonna make it, man. You're gonna make it." And also like getting noticed as well. I went to Mexico last month, and someone I was at a party because I was a padrino, so you know I was at a party afterwards.
You had a baptism, and he baptized the child that makes him a godfather.
Sorry, he's translating for the viewers, man.
That's my job, bro. So go ahead.
I'm just gonna speak in Spanish for the rest of the show, and you just translate. That'd be cool.
I could do that too, actually.
So estaba en México
y
estaban en un party.
And I was at a party having a blast and getting higher than a
car. Oh my god! That's not exactly what I said. No, I'm just kidding. No, but
yeah, you're at a party.
So I made a song called El Panadero, and it was featured one of my homies, Daniel Molina, who's in the Valley, and another homie, a homegirl that was in Mexico. Her name's Victoria. Very cool. And so we collabed in a song. And it came out this year in February, El Panadero. I sampled the song El Panadero. El Panadero con el pan. I sampled that.
Yeah.
And so I was just chilling, literally walking to go inside my grandparents' house because we have a casino in the back. It's like a big, like a big open space area, like a venue in a way.
Like an atrium of sorts?
Like a venue. Like really close venue. And it has like the big metal like roof to really cover it. It's a really nice area. And we host parties there all the time.
Showing off.
No, I'm not showing off. I'm just saying I'm proud of where it's at.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
It's Brown Pride speaking. So I went and I was walking to my grandparents' house, and Banda was coming to set up. So they were bringing the subwoofer, their equipment, and the instrument, and the driver dude.
Like heavy metal in Mexico. Boom, 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 boom. It's some great stuff, though, man. Yeah.
It's dope. But I like Banda, but I can't dance for shit, so I don't dance. But anyways, going back to the story.
Well, then what happened? How did you start?
So I was walking.
Machine that whole idea. Or what?
No, I was just walking. I was chilling. The song's been out for like since the beginning of the year, and someone was like, "Hey, tú eres el Santo del Valle? Hey, are you el Santo del Valle?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, what's up, man?"
Like, yo, Santo del Valle.
El Santo del Valle. El Santo del Valle, you know?
Valley, yeah. And wait, that's pretty cool.
No, it's just one random person. He was like, "Oh, my cousin is Victoria," and I heard the song, and I'm like, I wasn't even dressed to be like the artist, quote unquote. Sure. Anything, it's just my face that they recognize, my face and my hairstyle, and they're like, "Hey, are you a Santo del Valle?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know." I don't have like a tattoo that I was showing off that people know that that's a Santo del Valle.
So hard work does pay off.
Yes, it does pay off because
consistency.
You see it. You see it. Like, don't ever doubt yourself because you never know if, like I said, you never know who's watching. That guy watched the song.
Especially on Almost Famous with Jim Francis.
Yeah.
Somebody could be watching.
Right here, like I said, I'm going to shout myself out all this time. El Santo del Valle. Check me out. Instagram, YouTube. Literally Google anything. El Santo del Valle.
Let me ask you, we got like 2 more minutes. I want to touch on, like, how many albums have you done over the course of 8 years? Or songs, or I don't know. I mean, it's a different time period for me. It's albums. But
no, it's
singles,
albums.
Or, you know.
Well, idealistically, I changed my name. This is my 3rd time I changed it, and it's the final one I'm gonna keep. El Santo del Valle. I used to go by, they used to call me Checolin. That was my nickname growing up. So I used to go by that. And then I went to Saint Sergi, and then I just changed it to El Santo del Valle. But I released over 150 songs during the 8.
Shit, really?
Yes, it's consistency. It's consistency. Over 100 songs. So that was like 10 albums. My last name is Saint Sergi, and like 3 albums in the first name.
That's so badass.
And so right now, Santo del Valle, I got 1 album. I got a collab project that's out that my homie, like, he plays a lot of alternative music and like psychedelic guitars, bass stuff, and I collab on a hip hop song. So it was the first time for him having a rap on his stuff or a vocal on his stuff, and it was my first time rapping on that because I love alternative music. Yeah. So we collab on that. It's called Corpus Christi. check that out too. Corpus Christi, Santo del Valle is so young.
That's Corpus Christi, Texas.
Yeah, but I did it in honor of Selena,
okay.
you know? And it's also religious as well, you know, Corpus Christi, the blood of Christ. And so it's
wow, I didn't realize that.
Yes, like the body of Christ, you know, corpus, like corpus. Yeah, and
the body of Christ.
Yeah. So, like I said, everything's connected, man. And right now, I have I think 2-3 singles out. I'm unsure, but I'm releasing the album.
Go look up this cat. All right, he has warrants and stuff. Cops, go get him.
You already said my name.
Go follow this guy. He is unbelievable. I am blessed, beyond blessed to have you on the show. Thank you for making it out to the show. Thank you. Anything else you want to say before we rock and roll?
Well, I just want to say this for the people out there that feel like they're lost. I was once lost too. Never give up. It's true what they say. Never give up. There will always be a path for you. The world has already created your story. It's just up to you to keep writing it. Because the book is already written. You just got to complete it. So whether you're going through a struggle, go through it, because that struggle will mold you to be a better person. I've been through a lot of heavy stuff, a lot of losses, a lot of everything. I got cousins who overdosed. I got pets that, passed away. I've been through like terrible relationships. Huh?
I do comedy. So
no, you're good, man. You're good. You better not be roasting me, though. There was this cat named Santo del Valle. His dogs died, man. No, but you see, comedy is the best humor, man. Like black comedy, I love it. Dark comedy, dark humor, I love it.
It really is great humor, right? It's a great medicine, bro.
Just go through that. The pain will shape you to be a better person. Trust me. There's light in the end of the tunnel. There is.
With that, guys, thank you so much for another show of Almost Famous. Yours truly, Jim Francis Mesa. Follow this cat at Santo del Valle. Thank you very much.
Representing.
You're listening to Almost Famous with Jim Francis Mesa, only on LA Talk Radio.